Robin.
We got Jason Segel entering the studio.
There he is.
Saw the new Muppets movie yesterday, and I told Jason personally how much I liked it. That's what I did.
Oh, a little pre-interview.
Because I don't want it to look like I'm just saying it for the radio show. I walked down the hall and I said, Jason, saw it yesterday, and I love the Muppets.
Hello. That's pretty.
Good morning, sir.
Pretty sweet movie to be in, though.
Yeah.
You know it's going to do well.
I hope so, man.
It's got it.
It's going to do very well.
It's one of those that the parents can take the kids to, but the parents aren't going to be bold.
No, there's
bored.
definitely some adult humor in there. I want to bring it back to, I think you were on our show like, I'm going to say 3 years ago.
Yeah, it must have been for I Love You Man, maybe?
Yeah, and and the only reason I bring it up is because we were talking about the Muppets 3 years ago with you.
I've been writing this thing for 4 years. Yeah, ever since Forgetting Sarah Marshall, where there was that lavish puppet musical.
Wow.
I then went on to do the Muppet movie.
Ah.
Yeah, but it's
Did you pitch it and then they said no and you just kept writing, or did you like say I'm not going to pitch it until I'm finished writing it?
I pitched it and they said yes,
Okay.
and then it was just trying to get everyone on board because it's a huge legacy to honor. You know, it's not like characters I'm creating, and so.
Well, that's what I'm amazed about. Who did you pitch it to? Who
Disney.
To Disney.
Yeah.
So they own the Muppets.
They own the Muppets, and it wasn't the same Muppets that we grew up with. You know, it became this sort of watered down kids franchise, and the Muppets were dangerous when we were young. You know, they always felt like they might bubble over at any minute, and so the first Muppet pilot was called Muppet Sex and Violence because he wanted to separate it from the Sesame Street characters, and I wanted to bring it back to those Muppets.
Ah, so it's a reboot.
I guess it's just.
I know people don't like using that word in the industry these days. The reboot, but
we're not trying to reinvent anything. We're more trying to harken back to those late '70s, early '80s Muppets.
Yeah, and I like that you acknowledge in the movie that no one cares about the Muppets anymore. I mean, and
there's a funny angle to take on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Where a lot of years have gone by, and whatever happened to the Muppets, and
that was a big point of contention. That's that's part of the 4 years. There was a lot of ego involved in them saying, like, well, we haven't gone anywhere. We've been doing internet videos and things like that. And I get the point, but I thought it was important. Like, there's nothing more exciting than a comeback movie. Mm-hmm. And to come back, you have to have gone away. So, I decided to shine a light on that. They haven't been at the forefront.
Which I thought was funny.
How'd you finally get them to bend on it?
I announced it on television. They hadn't. The movie wasn't greenlit, and I went on Craig Ferguson and I said, and I've just found out that we're making the new Muppet movie, and there was a wild round of applause. And so it was just like a chess move. It was like someone's going to look dumb, either me or you guys.
Shit, yeah.
Wow.
What balls! See, that's a great Hollywood story. Like, I would do that, and then I would have to retract it the next day and go like, I'm sorry.
There won't be a Muppet movie. I've made a terrible mistake, and I was showering with children.
There will be one, and I won't be in it. I meant to say
exactly.
You would be just sued for everything
I would be
have.
sued, exactly.
Yeah.
What ballsy move.
I had nothing to lose at that point.
Of course not. You want to explain the movie just to get the basics out?
Sure. It's about some brothers from small town, me and my brother who happens to be a puppet named Walter, and my girlfriend Amy Adams. We decided to come to Los Angeles to meet the Muppets because my brother's a giant Muppet fan. And when we get here, we find out that the Muppets studios are now decrepit and the Muppets aren't really famous anymore. They're spread out throughout the world, and the studio is going to be torn down by an evil oil baron played by Chris Cooper, who raps in this movie, which is hilarious.
I like the rap.
Yeah,
funny.
Me too.
You used the word cheddar.
Yeah, we did.
I used that on the show just so I could seem out of, well, I am.
Yeah, he's got more cheddar than some supersized nachos, I think is his line.
Yeah.
But so we have to get the Muppets back together and put on a show to raise enough money to save the studio.
Chris Cooper is great.
He's amazing. He takes it so seriously, too. Like, you understand why a guy has an Academy Award and I don't. He came in even for the Muppet movie and was like, I've been preparing for this hip-hop number. There's a lot of really talented people out there, a lot of talented young men I've been learning from. He's method. He was on it.
A lot of cameos in the movie, too.
Yeah, we got everybody. We didn't have to make many outgoing calls. I think for young comedians, Muppets are sort of your gateway into comedy. Mm-hmm. It leads to, like, Monty Python and to Saturday Night Live, so people were turning out in droves to be in the movie.
Including Mickey Rooney.
Yeah.
Oh, was Rooney in it?
Whoa.
I don't want to give all the cameos away.
How was he?
Mickey Rooney.
How was he to work with?
He's awesome, man. He comes from like the old style studio system.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the movie, they were like, and that's a wrap. And then he said, well, before I go,
Oh, God.
I would like to thank Disney for all of the great films that it makes. Not only this one, but the ones that it'll make in the future.
Just the old school Hollywood guy.
Who did he say it to?
Like, it's just like the crew. The crew's like, all right, come on, we got to move along.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's great.
That's how you get a career that lasts 60 years, though.
That's
He's
right.
smart. He's politically a smart guy. I would just walk off like fucking too cool for the room guy. You never get invited back.
And Mickey gave Jimmy a talking to, so.
I met him briefly, and with his wife, and someone told him I was a comedian. We said hello. I think his manager knew me, and he goes, "Give me a joke, quick." And I'm like, look, you wouldn't like my stuff. I'm garbage. I told him I was garbage, and he goes, "No, you got to work clean. Don't use dirty language." He really scolded me. He goes, like yourself.
Yeah.
Talking about, you said that prior too. Not that we're the same, obviously, but but no, he was all right. He's just a little old man.
He's old school, yeah. He
he's
comes from a different era.
He's a Bob Hope vibe type guy.
Yeah,
like that.
totally. You know what was great is that he does come from the old, like, let's put on a show kind of era. And that's what the whole movie was about. Like, they were a good fit.
Yeah, absolutely. You're putting on a show.
Yeah.
Was he good in it?
Yeah, well, I mean, he has a very brief cameo, but he's good.
Yeah, it was very brief. So
It's always nice to get a guy like that to come back and do some weird shit you wouldn't expect to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when I'm available.
Oh, Jimmy.
Who wrote the musical numbers?
That was Brett McKenzie from Flight of the Conchords.
Damn.
Yeah, there's some great songs in there. They were a perfect match because they're very Muppety. You know, they're like two wide-eyed innocents making their way through tough New York.
Right.
It's kind of like what the Muppets are like, never mean to anybody. And James Bowman, who directed the film, directed Flight of the Conchords, so it was perfect.
I also told you down the hall, I liked how you mocked some of the stereotypical things Hollywood does.
Yeah, well,
I thought that was really smart and clever.
Thanks. Yeah, part of the idea is that Hollywood has passed the Muppets by, and we've entered a new, like, more cynical world of comedy.
Right.
The most popular show on television right now is in the movie is a show called Punch Teacher.
Yeah.
It's a game show where if kids get questions right, they get to punch their teacher in the face. Yeah.
Not too far-fetched.
I know. It's a sad state of affairs.
How much of a pain in the ass is it working those Muppets? Still the same old way they do it? Or any CGI?
No CGI. It's
CGI Muppets.
Wow.
Yeah, we tried to go back to the original form, but yeah, it's a pain. You have to build all the sets like 6 feet high, and there's these poor puppeteers. If I'm doing a scene next to a puppet on a couch, there's a puppeteer under that couch for hours and hours, like in this weird contorted position. It's pretty crazy.
Getting no recognition whatsoever.
That's the thing, man, is that these guys' job ultimately is to be invisible.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, they're like, the guy who plays Kermit is the most talented guy ever. The guy who plays Piggy also plays Fozzie Bear and Animal. Like, in any other context, that's like a Peter Sellers-esque
that
performance
Frank
in
Oz?
the movie. No, it was. It's now a guy called Eric Jacobson.
Okay.
But he's playing 3, like, huge parts in the same movie that are totally different, and you don't know his name.
And you know what? You forget they're puppets after a while. That's how well they do it, if that makes sense.
No, suspension of disbelief kicks in really quickly.
You don't feel like someone is just maneuvering a puppet after a while.
No, well, these guys are the best, the best of the best.
Right.
So, yeah, it's pretty amazing. You should see a kid come to set. They look right at the puppet's eyes, even though a puppeteer is standing right there. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really sweet.
You forced me to sit through the credits. I don't sit through credits in movies, I'll be
Yeah.
honest with you. But the whistling scene,
Yeah.
we know a guy, his name is Steve the Whistler.
Yeah.
And he's obsessed with whistling. He's won international competitions. He brags about it. He's been on our show. He's had CDs out. I'm
He's
like,
an ass.
He's kind of an ass. And,
Right.
and I'm like, oh my God, I think he finally got his big break. So I sat to see who the Whistler was.
It wasn't Steve the Whistler.
No, it wasn't.
No, I'd remember. With a name like the Whistler, what choice did he have?
But this guy won all the competitions. He's was for a while the #1 whistler in the world.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty serious last whistling number, I must say.
I don't know how the fuck they do that.
How do Muppets
Or
whistle?
why?
Huh?
Very hard for a Muppet to whistle.
Well, yeah.
We had to build a special Muppet.
Yes, very dry. Very dry mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Hard to wet your whistle.
Jimmy
on
can
a
whistle.
Muppet.
He's pretty
I've been
good at it.
obsessed with it my whole life, and I can't do it.
Jimmy's
It's
terrible.
horrible. Yeah, I just make air come out. It's a gift. To whistle is a gift. To whistle is a gift. It's a bumper sticker.
Could you
I said.
whistle?
So
Could you
basically
whistle
what
for
you're
Jason?
doing is breathing.
Yeah.
What? See?
That's good.
Terrible.
He
You're
really
farting
can't-
out of your mouth.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Really.
I don't know how to do it. I really don't. I would like to be taught. That's how I'd get girls to kiss me. I'd ask them to teach me to whistle, and they'd pucker up. I'd stick my tongue in their mouth and make an angry face.
It's romantic.
I know. I'm a creep.
That's a PG rating.
Yeah, it's like a true
there's some,
family
there's
film.
some stuff in there that's for the adults.
Yeah. It's for, well, there's this weird thing where family movies have become synonymous with like children's entertainment.
Yep.
But this is like truly what the Muppets were like. They're for everybody. It's what The Simpsons has done great, and things like Pixar, like Toy Story 3. That movie, parents are crying harder than kids are by the end of that movie. Hopefully this is like that.
Through your tears.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amy Adams, her name is?
Yeah.
Wow,
She's a looker.
lovely.
Oh my God, yeah, she is, and she's the Meryl Streep of our generation, man. She can do anything. When
Oh,
you
she's
think
that
of,
good?
Well, when you think of
She was in The Fighter.
versus Enchanted versus Muppets, I mean, it's insane.
That's
she can
three
do everything.
completely different roles.
Wait, who is she in The Fighter? Oh, yeah.
That's the girl.
Oh,
She's the girlfriend.
Right.
The girlfriend.
She's great.
Behind
She
the
got nominated
bar?
for an Academy Award for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Remember the scene where she's showing off a little booty behind the bar?
I do.
Yes, she's
Jason goes, I do.
fantastic. I saw her recently in a magazine. I'm like, who is that? I didn't realize she was the girl from The Fighter.
Yeah, she can do anything.
Yeah.
She's really hot.
And she's buttoned up in this movie, so.
She sings and dances. Yeah, she's sweet. We play like total wide-eyed
Triple
innocence.
threat.
Yeah,
She's a triple threat.
that's right. She
That's
is.
what they call that.
Did you get to kiss her in the movie?
I did.
That's nice.
Yeah, but it's a very PG style.
Oh
kiss,
yeah,
you know?
of course. When you do a scene with a girl, like where you get to kiss or be, is there a weird attachment you do? Because a lot of people hook up after movies.
Right.
Do you develop?
I
any-
haven't been that lucky.
No.
No, they have no interest whatsoever. I'm like the lovable, goofy guy, and in a movie, that guy gets the girl, but in real life, that guy doesn't get the girl. The dangerous guy gets the girl every time.
The guy that gets blown off in the movie because he's such an ass.
Yeah, he gets
but
the girl.
he's dangerous. Yeah, he doesn't get the girl in the movie.
In real life, he
the
gets
geeky
the girl.
guy gets because the girl realizes this guy has feelings for me and he's not so superficial. Real life, totally the opposite.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah,
Dickhead gets girl.
always.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, the movie reality comes from the brain of dorky comedy writers.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. The way they would
It's like
like
their
it
fantasy,
to be.
Yeah.
Was there anything
Yeah.
you wanted to do in this that they wouldn't let you do?
No, I got to do quite a bit. I got to sing and dance. I wanted to do like an MGM style old lavish musical number, and I got to do two or
Busby
three of them.
Berkeley.
Yeah, exactly. Like Singing in the Rain style. Just
Yeah.
From Clockwork, you mean?
I like the kind of musical numbers from like the 50s and before that make no sense.
Right.
Where all of a sudden like the whole town is singing and dancing and people are on
It's
stilts.
ridiculous.
But
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But what you got to watch out for in this movie, the twist at the end of that's what made
Yeah.
me howl when you guys like jumped on the bus because
Yeah,
it was time
yeah.
for you to leave and the town is still there after their musical number.
And then they all
Little awkward.
they all collapse in exhaustion.
Yeah, I didn't know what you wanted to give up
Yeah,
on the
it's
film.
fine,
But all of a
yeah.
sudden, like, oh, thank God they're finally gone.
Yeah, we kind of acknowledge how silly that stuff is, but I got to do a bit of everything. I got to puppeteer Animal.
Oh, you did?
And Dr. Teeth at one point.
Is
it
it
in the
hard
movie?
or is it as easy as I think it is?
It's what I had to do was very easy. Like I just had to make sure the puppet looked alive. What Steve Whitmire does as Kermit is crazy. That's a sock puppet. That's a sock puppet in essence, and he can make it have any expression that a human can
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
It's really crazy.
Crumbling
like,
up the mouth a little bit.
Yeah, when you can make Kermit look wistful. I mean, it's just like I don't even know how to describe it. And he's been doing it for years. He's the master.
He's the guy who's been doing it the whole
He
time?
took over from Jim Henson when Jim Henson died.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
right, Henson, I forgot. Yeah.
Maybe we're fast forwarding too quickly here, but maybe more movies or
Yeah, I mean, I'm superstitious, so
yeah,
I
you just
don't
want to see how this one goes. And
Yeah, and I kind of think like my goal was to set the platform for the Muppets to do whatever they wanted. I'd love to see the old Muppet Show come back. I mean, that was all. I remember those Saturday nights sitting down and watching the Muppet Show with my parents. That was the coolest. But whatever they want to do, I'm just I fancy myself like a footnote in this legacy.
I've been told I look like a sock puppet by Bob Kelly, so I think that if there is a Muppet sequel, I should somehow be considered to be hired as some type of a creepy hybrid. That's just my
you're selling yourself now.
Of
That's
course I am.
amazing.
Yeah. Just so it'll be in his head when he's writing the new one. Like, where do I go with this?
I see. We got Larry King outside the studio.
What?
We're in a weird spot here because Larry was supposed to be a little later, but he's got TV today.
Yeah.
Can we
you know
jump-
Larry?
Yeah.
Can we jump
No.
you over there and put
Please.
Larry here?
Absolutely.
Do you mind?
Yeah,
Jason?
do you mind?
Larry.
Thank you.
Larry. We'll keep talking about the movie.
Oh, of course, of course.
I'm good.
Larry.
Larry.
How are you, sir?
Good to see you again, Larry.
Just saw you on the Don Imus program.
Yeah, I went over there.
Very good.
Yeah, I went over there.
You got to lower your standards.
Yeah, of course. And so does Don.
Why?
Okay, goodbye.
I'm teasing, of course. I love Larry King.
We had a good time last time you were in here, Larry.
Yeah, I remember.
You know Jason Segel?
Hello, nice
You
to
wrote
meet you,
the
sir.
Muppet movie?
I did, yeah.
Wrote
You know,
and starred in.
You know, I knew Jim Henson
Wow.
real well.
You knew everybody.
I knew everybody.
Pretty much,
but,
yeah.
the Muppets twice hosted Larry King Live.
No way.
Kermit hosted it. In fact, you want a quick story? Funny radio's
Let her
TV
rip.
story? Okay. I don't know how this came about, but the Muppets were involved at the end. We had a guy that worked at CNN, a producer. He was a very nervous guy, just uptight, good producer, but so we had CNN International set up a call that he would call, and he got a call from the CIA, a real guy at the CIA that we knew was a good friend, a guy, Marty West, I think was. He says, "Listen, I'm with the CIA, and can you come out and see me? And don't tell anyone you're coming."
Interesting.
He says, "Okay, I'll go." And he goes, he leaves, he drives up to McLean, Virginia. His name is down on the bottom. There really is this guy. He goes up to the 5th floor, goes in the guy's office. They lock the doors behind him. The door's shut. And he says, "We're in a soundproof room. And what I'm saying to you is the first time that this information is leaving this building."
Oh, JFK stuff. Oh,
But
boy.
No. It ain't what you think. He says, 40 years ago, we captured 2 aliens. And they landed here in their spaceship, and they lived. And over the past 40 years, we've trained them in ways, and we've taught them to speak English. And we want to break this next Monday on Larry King Live. I said, "You're kidding." He said, "No, we think the Russians have a couple, and we want to get the beat on them. So you have to go back to your studio. Don't say anything to anyone, and you can start promoting it next Monday. We'll deliver the 2 aliens to your studio." The guy goes back. He can't say anything, right? He comes walking, and we all know about it. He's biting his lower lip. He goes and locks his office and bangs on the door. He's got the hottest thing in the history of
TV.
television.
Of the world.
The world, we're going to have 2 aliens who've been taught to speak English. They look a little weird, but don't mind it. And the guys, the next night, our guests are the Muppets. And we tell
hilarious.
the Muppets this story, but the guy's going crazy, right? He's going to say. So Kermit opens up, the guy's underneath the floor with Kermit, and they open up the door, and Kermit just says, "How the aliens doing?"
Yeah.
Broke the guy's heart.
Yeah, he must have
Humiliating.
felt like an idiot.
That's amazing.
But they were great to work with. I loved working with them when you had them as guests. Jim Henson first, and then who replaced him?
Steve Whitmire became Kermit, yeah, who's a genius as well.
Because when you interviewed them, they're sitting down there
Yeah.
with the hand. So you're looking at Kermit, and you look down, and you see him, and he's looking at a monitor. And in 2 minutes, he's Kermit. That's the truth.
yeah.
In 2 minutes, the guy ain't there, even though he's there.
Right.
You see his hand.
So who are you looking at? Are you
You're
looking at
Kermit.
You're looking at the puppet.
Yeah,
You're
right
looking
in
at
the eye.
puppet. All you got to do is you lower your eye.
Right.
I mean,
You see the guy, but you're
yeah.
not focused on him.
But it was brilliant. Oh, Kermit hosted the show once, and they had me call in. I was out at the Barbara Sinatra Children's Center, and he hung up on me.
As well as he
He
should
wore
have.
those braces. Get him off. Get him off.
That's hilarious.
See Larry asking Kermit the hard-hitting questions.
Yeah.
I did.
Well, you weren't throwing softballs at him?
I was tough on Kermit.
Yeah.
Well, Larry, just so you know, I saw the new Muppets movie, and terrific. Jason did a great job with the whole
thank
thing.
you.
He
Thanks.
really did.
What, see, I'm back to interviewing mode.
Go.
What's the toughest job of making a movie when you got hands and guys running puppets?
I asked that already.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I'll tell you. I'll give you the real answer.
Something inside said, "Why do I have to do those 2 guys? They're freaks."
There's something about, like, you can imagine anything, and so you can imagine writing a scene where 10 full-body Muppets run away from an exploding building. I wrote that scene, and then we got there, and the director was like, "Well, how do you plan on doing this?" And I said, "I didn't
But you'd
think that
figure
was
it
my
out, yeah.
job. I thought that was your job." So we had to rewrite the scene, and instead we just show half-body Muppets running away from behind, and then you hear an explosion, and Fozzie goes, "Wow, that was an expensive-looking explosion." That's how we handle problems like that.
Kind of a goof.
It's really good. I remember that television show, The Muppet Show.
Oh, yeah.
I was a guest once. Who was the bear?
Fozzie.
Fozzie. Well, Fozzie, I'm the guest of the day, on their show, and the whole scheme. I never got into the show because Fozzie, right?
Yeah.
He was outside manning the door. I come up and I said, "Hi, I'm on the show today. And what's your name?" Larry King. I got King Kong. I don't have any Larry King. I said, "But I'm on the show. I'm sorry, man. I never got in. That was the whole bit.
This is why Larry King is great, though, because we're talking about the Muppets, and you walk in out of the blue with 15 minutes of great Muppet stories.
I know.
That's really
Stories
Tell the
about
movie,
anything.
You've been around as long as I have, and to have known Jim Henson, he started in Washington,
Yeah.
D.C., and his first job, I think, as Kermit was he did breaks between shows.
Wow.
Kermit would come on and do like 2 minutes of break. You watch this, and now this is coming.
Wow.
And then he formed the whole Muppets, and he died terrible.
Yeah, that was a real tragedy.
A virus killed him in a weekend.
Yeah, that was fast.
He got it on Thursday. He was dead Sunday.
Damn.
He was healthy Wednesday.
Yeah. Well, Wednesday afternoon.
Wednesday afternoon.
That's
Hey,
scary stuff right
crazy.
Who
there.
would he pick up on Healthy Wednesday?
Well, no,
like
I didn't
that.
know if he was sick.
Yeah, he was healthy.
He was completely healthy guy. Got this virus,
Yeah.
dead by
Well,
Well,
Sunday.
he didn't believe in antibiotics. It was a bacterial infection, and he didn't believe in antibiotics.
At that point, you
Got him.
believe in that.
Bizarre,
stuff.
right?
Well, they're true.
Yeah,
Yes,
You can
they're not a
believe in
myth.
them.
They exist.
They're very
Yeah.
true,
They do
yes.
work.
I got to tell you my favorite Larry King moment, because I've always wanted to ask you about this, was when you interviewed Brando, who to me was a really, really tough interview.
Oh, I loved him.
But you handled him really,
it's
really
a great
well.
story, the Brando story. We get a call CNN calls me. I was in L.A. and they said, "Listen, you're not going to believe this, but Marlon Brando's agreed to do your show, and it's the only show he'll do, and he's going to do it Friday night." And this was Tuesday, but he wants call.
Kermit to host.
Yes.
He wants to call you first. He wants to talk to you. And normally I didn't like that. I didn't like talking to guests before a show because I like everything cold. But it's Marlon Brando. So I was at the Beverly Wilshire Hotel and the phone rings and I pick up, "Hello," and he says, "Larry, it's Marlon." I swear to God, I said, "Marlon who?" and he innocently said, "Brando," because there was Marlon Fitzwater.
That's very
was the
funny.
presidential press secretary. So he says, "Listen, I'd like to talk to you before we do this. I've agreed to do this. I'm going to send a car and come up to my house and have lunch." I said, "Okay." So I go downstairs. I'm waiting at the Wilshire entrance, and a car pulls up, and Brando's driving.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
It was just an ordinary Chevy. We get in the car, and we start driving around Beverly Hills, just driving, doing songs.
Wow.
He would do the first line, I would do the second line. Like he says, "Someday, when I'm awfully low," then I would have to do, "And the world was cold." And I'm driving around, saying to myself, I'm driving around with my God, singing songs in Beverly Hills. Then he says, "Well, what are we going to talk about?" I said, "Well, we'll talk about acting." Acting's easy. Acting's easy to talk about. And anybody can act. Talk about other things. Talk about architecture. Talk about life.
Architecture.
Oh, he was very interested in architecture. He was designing foolproof earthquake buildings.
Right for his floors.
So he said to me, "I'll prove to you anyone can act." And he pulls over to the side of the road, and he looks at me and says, "Your brother died." And I said, "What?" And he says, "Now hold that what." That was a great what. That was a great what. Now, if we could put a camera on top of this car, dolly it into your face, when I say your brother died, you do that what? Supporting actor.
Wow.
So, he was just, I had a wonderful time with him. We were up at
You were
his house.
singing in the interview, too. I didn't realize where that came from.
And then he kissed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was
Everyone
that
remembers
went
that.
viral around the world.
Oh, it's famous.
Last night they showed it. I got honored last night at the Friars here.
Nice.
And it was really
congrats.
nice.
Did Colin Quinn give you a beating? Because I saw Colin yesterday.
He was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were fun. But when they put up the Brando thing, and I keep remembering, so I'm always asking, what was it like to be kissed? And what I say, I do a comedy act. I go around. In fact, let me get this mentioned.
Yes.
On February 2nd, I will be in Stamford, Connecticut at the Palace Theater. And on February 4th, I'll be at the Brooklyn Center for Performing Arts. I do 80 minutes, tell stories.
Wow.
I just tell stories. I like making people laugh. I've been telling stories all my life. I was class comic, you know. So now that I don't have to work at CNN every night, I just like telling stories.
You're enjoying it, huh?
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
Good for you.
Enjoying it. So people say, one of the first questions they ask is, what was it like to be kissed? I take audience questions at the end. Kissed by Marlon Brando. I said, well, I've never been kissed by a man in my life. You know, I was raised, I'm heterosexual. I don't know why I'm heterosexual, by the way. I'm just heterosexual.
You're missing out, Larry.
Well, I don't mention that in San Francisco. Certain parts of Houston, anyway.
Houston, the hotbed of activity.
But Brando kissed me, and I have to confess, I can't stop thinking about it. The other night, I woke up screaming Stella, and I don't know what it is. And then he came on the show. This is funny. Now he comes on again a year later, and this time he's coming to the studio, and he was angry at something. He said, I want to come on.
Now he wants second base.
Now he comes on, and he's angry at Jews in Hollywood.
What?
Because they don't book enough minorities in movies. American Indians, Latinos don't get enough shots in movies. And he says, and you know, the Jews, and he loved Jewish people, he loved Yiddish, and he loved, but he said it wrong. He said, you know, the Jews really control this industry.
Oh boy!
Didn't he say they don't Didn't he say they don't portray the kike? That was the big. Like he said that. He said that about like the stereotype of the Jew they don't portray as they do the Dago or this and that. And I think that was the big
Wasserman
quote.
got mad at him, and he had to go visit Rabbi Weir.
Wow!
Apologize, all that. But the crazy thing about Brando, afterwards, you know, he never goes out. So we finished the show, and I said, he said, where are you going? And I said, I'm going to this restaurant, you know, busy restaurant. He says, I'll go with you. Okay, so he had his own car, and I had a car, so we drove to this restaurant. As soon as we got there, there's 8,000 paparazzi. This guy's up in trees. I don't know how they found out he was going. We just followed him. And in the restaurant, we had like 12 people having dinner.
Wow.
So he became like the 13th. Gloria Allred, you know Gloria Allred?
Oh, she's lovely.
Oh, love, yeah. Jumped on his lap.
Really?
Gloria Allred jumped on his lap. He was feeding people. He was and he was observing people. And I saw what made him a great actor. He said, I see the maitre d'. He's unhappy. And how can you tell? Look at the way he walks. Look at the way he's walking that guy at the table. See that little walk? He don't like it here. See that couple? They're going to break up. How do you know? He's looking at her, but not at her. He's looking a little over her shoulder. It was just the observation.
I wonder if he was right, or he's just babbling.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know if that's right.
But the
So I
proof
go
is he
back-
was so good, though, so he
Right,
must have had
right.
an intuition
Oh,
to people.
He was good at reading people, is what you're saying.
So I go to bed, and it's 2 a.m, and he calls up, and he says, hey, Larry, let's get down to Mexico. I got Sean Penn here. We'll fly down to Mexico, have some laughs. I'm a Jewish kid from Brooklyn. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. We the Jewish kids from Brooklyn do not fly down to Mexico. At 2 o'clock. And he calls back. He says, Sean Penn, we can't go. Sean Penn don't have his passport. But he lived there. I went to his memorial service. It was a wonderful service. Carl Malden told stories about Brando. I genuinely liked him a lot.
Did Carl Walden like him? Because I think Rod Steiger
Hated him.
he did, right? Because
Malden liked him.
he hated Steiger too. He thought he was a terrible actor.
Well, the problem with Steiger had is in one of the greatest scenes ever in On the Waterfront.
Right.
It's the scene in the back of the car.
Yeah.
When Brando says, I could have been somebody. He didn't say champion. I love that line. I could have been a contender. Didn't say champion. Could have been a contender. Charlie. Charlie was his brother. You let me down, Charlie. You let me down. And Steiger would answer back to him sitting in the back of the car. And what Steiger got pissed at was when Brando did his lines, Steiger fed him the lines back, and they do the 2-shot thing, right? When Steiger did his lines, Brando didn't sit there.
Oh, he didn't talk off camera.
No, someone else threw the lines
Well, Jay Moore told the story
out.
that he
Steiger
heard.
never forgot that.
Was
Wow.
that what Brando I heard didn't like Steiger, and he said he used. There's a moment where he goes, "Oh, Charlie," and they said that Brando said his motivation for that moment was how horrible he thought Steiger's acting was. Like that was what he motivated him. He thought he was terrible.
He liked Carl Malden. Malden didn't like him, loved him.
Really?
Loved Marlon. Tells stories about Streetcar. which made Marlon famous, was Streetcar on Broadway, and Marlon, of course, was the best friend. There was a scene once they're sitting at the breakfast table on stage, and Marlon put his hands under the leg and did those 2 fingers in the top of the knee. You ever had that done to you?
Yeah.
You can't not jump through the ceiling. Huh? And Brando put a cigarette out in Marlon's hand. And they kept on talking.
That's
great.
Wow.
And neither one of them broke?
Neither broke. Wow.
That's good.
Marlon had one scene where he walks on stage and it ain't his scene. He just came on stage and the actors are talking, so all he did was say, Stella, you got a cigarette? And he took the cigarette and walked away.
That's great.
Wow.
You know, he was
What a
in
set of
another room.
balls.
What do you think that is? Just to kind of keep everybody alert and keep it real?
I think he was just, he rewrote, when I talked to, I don't want to name drop, Al Pacino's become a great friend of mine. And I talked to Al a lot about acting. He has great acting stories. Al.
What's he been in?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's in this new one.
The Adam Sandler one. That's supposed to make him famous. I don't know.
He chases the girl.
Yeah.
He said he loved that script. And Al's a great, but when Al talks about Marlon, when he did Godfather, Marlon made him nervous. Marlon had to talk to him because he made him nervous being around him. You know, he actually physically, it was so imposing. It was so scary. And this was Al's first. He only had made one movie.
Panic in Needle Park, yeah.
Panic, and now he was doing this.
Wow. Can you imagine?
Yeah,
I guess
that's gotta
Brando-
be intimidating.
Right.
Because he had such a weird way, it seemed, of talking about actors. Like, anybody can act. Like, he was
Yeah,
so
he didn't-
dismissive of this thing that they make so
He
big.
made actors mad. Jane Fonda got very mad at him for dismissing acting. He says, well, he'd rather read the play.
He said that.
Why don't you just read the play?
Dude, I cannot get enough of Marlon Brando's shit-talking story. He's the greatest thing ever.
Yeah.
He's the greatest. The dismissiveness that he
Yeah.
He did his own makeup that night at the house. He served wine to the whole crew. We had a big crew up there, the cameramen. He had hors d'oeuvres.
What an eclectic gentleman.
Oh, he was a wonderful, wonderful host.
Yeah.
He was a great dancer.
Really?
Oh, could he move around? He was a dancer. He came to New York as a dancer from Omaha with a dance troupe. And then he got into the acting school here.
No kidding.
Yeah. And then he invented
Larry,
method.
they're telling us you got a heart out.
Yeah, at age
Wow.
25.
You got a busy day, huh?
Yeah, Larry's busy today.
They're telling us. We would love to have
we
you
don't want
stay.
to, Al. We want you here.
I got to go do a show called The Chew.
The Chew?
It's a television show with Mario Bertaldi, the chef.
All right.
Oh.
It's on
I was
ABC.
an Asian now.
I don't know how to make it English.
Let me.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
I want to plug you,
You sure it
Dave,
wasn't
too.
the Jew?
I was just thinking of that.
Can I ask Larry a quick question?
Keep it up.
Larry,
This is
teasing with you,
anti-Semitic. That was anti-Semitic.
No, it wasn't.
I take that
You're
personal.
Jewish, and you would be on the show called The Jew.
All right, let me tell you where I'm doing my
Larry's done with
You want me to do this? I can do this.
I would like to. I was going to do it for you, but if you'd rather do it,
Here's where I'm doing my stand-up, folks.
Yes.
You'll come and have a good time.
I would
Yes.
absolutely
You
go.
enjoy the frolic here. There's 80
I would
minutes of
absolutely
this.
go.
On
80 minutes of
February
this.
2nd, I'm at the Palace Theater in Stamford, Connecticut, home of Jackie Robinson.
Oh.
Stamford, Connecticut, Palace Theater, February 2nd. And then Larry King standing up at the Whitman Hall of Brooklyn College. It's the Brooklyn Center of Performing Arts. And that's on February 4th. February 2nd, Stamford, February 4th in Brooklyn. And you can call the box office for information.
Do you have more free
That's amazing.
time doing
Yeah, I
this
do.
than you did with
But I've
CNN?
been speaking. The weird part, I got to run. But I've been speaking
Yeah.
all over the world.
Wow.
I've been in Kazakhstan,
Wow.
Slovakia, Moscow, Portugal, Korea, Mexico City,
Wow.
Jersey?
and
maybe
Jersey's harder to get to.
more dangerous.
No kidding. Right after Thanksgiving, I'm speaking in Kiev. I'm big in Kiev.
I love their chicken.
Well, it's downtown.
Downtown Kiev.
They love
You're
it.
happening.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, but we ran out of time.
Well, quick, I'll
maybe
go.
a quick question. Were you ever nervous on CNN interviewing somebody?
No.
You never
The
got
only
nervous?
time I was ever nervous was my first day on the air. And all I did was admit it.
But no one.
I said it was my first day on the air. I was never nervous again because
You owned it.
I realized that that old cliche, it ain't Getting brain surgery is true.
Right.
This is what
is
we're
easy.
doing now.
Yeah.
I don't know how to break this to you.
Yeah.
This
is
nothing
nothing?
will happen with
No,
this.
this is
This will go into the atmosphere and be gone.
brain
right?
surgery. This isn't even clipping a cuticle.
There was a great
This is
cartoon
nothing.
in the New Yorker once of doctors in an operating room, and they're the guy with the skull, and they're about to do brain surgery, and one doctor says to the other, "It ain't television."
New
Thanks,
Yorker.
guys. I'll see you
Larry,
guys.
thank you.
Thank you.
Larry
Nice to meet you,
King.
sir.
Can't wait to
Oh,
see the
Ziggy.
movie.
Thank you.
When
It's
is
a
it
pleasure.
open?
It opens the day before Thanksgiving, November 23rd.
It'll do no business.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
it's gonna be a monster movie for
Thanks,
Jason.
guys.
Larry, thanks so much.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, sir.
Any other anti-Semitic remark?
No anti-Semitism. It's all in
Just
good
did all
fun.
the rap openings.
Yeah. All right, Larry and
all in
Jimmy
good
getting
fun.
a picture. Did we get a picture last time?
Oh, I got last time, yeah.
Did we get a picture?
I
last
got
time?
my Larry
I
King
gotta make sure I get my Larry King
Bob
picture.
Costas with his head.
photo. Oh, yeah.
You had a good interview last night, Larry. You'd be proud.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Yeah.
Take care, Larry.
Beat it. Let's get
Larry.
He was great. I mean,
hit the bricks, Larry.
what an interesting guy. Like,
You don't want Larry on our show anymore?
No, I've just
Love
loved
Larry.
it a
You
little
took a
bit.
few.
Larry can
a few shots.
Larry can take it.
Oh my God!
I thought he was.
Larry-
I thought he was
Larry's
joking.
a fun old school guy. He does comedy. He tells funny stories. He's a little you know.
We got in trouble for
risque.
the Chew thing with what's his name,
Ben Stein.
Ben Stein, and I just listened to that the other day, and I'm like, he's going down the same road again.
No.
They're telling us that Jason has to go
You gotta
too.
go,
That's
Jay?
false.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But did we promote it enough? I hope so.
Yeah, Larry,
Yeah,
you got Larry King
absolutely.
talking about the Muppets. That was great.
We had
sure?
a good 15 minutes of Larry King talking Muppets. It was pretty
We
amazing.
like
That
you.
is
We want to
pretty
make
cool.
sure you're all right.
Thanks. No, it goes to show the history of the Muppets. I mean, they've been around for 40 years. There's a reason they've endured for so long. So hopefully they're
Yeah.
back. Yeah. Next Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving.
Next. Oh man, that's huge.
Yeah.
I highly
That's gonna be a
recommend it,
great opening.
especially for the families there. We all enjoyed it. So
And it's a weekend you're with your family, and so it'll be 2 hours. You guys don't have to talk to each other.
That's true,
You can,
yeah.
you can just
Yeah.
sit there together in silence, which is always nice.
oh, really fast. The Toy Story short that I saw yesterday.
Yeah,
that's
small
part
fry.
of it.
That's it. That's in front of the movie as well. So we got the Toy Story characters back right in front of it as well.
Wow.
They got
that's
a
huge.
little Toy Story short.
Yeah.
brand new.
Like
Making
the old,
everyone
like
happy.
old times where you used to show a cartoon before the movie.
That's right. You got it.
Ah, back in the 30s.
All right, Jason. Please don't be a stranger. We like when you're on
Yeah,
the
you
show.
know
thanks,
it.
man.
Yeah. I'll be back soon. Thanks,
and
guys.
congratulations. He just joined Twitter.
Yeah, I did just join Twitter.
Putting us
Oh.
all to shame. I don't know. He gets 250,000 followers in the first 2 hours or
Great.
something.
Enjoy
something
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Enjoy the assholes who are all critics.
Exactly.
I know it's pretty amazing, and they're also like you got to feed the machine. They want to know where you are and what you're doing every
Yes.
couple hours. It's like specifically the reason I don't have a girlfriend.
Get used to that block button, by the way. Don't be afraid to use it.
Yeah, no, it's,
You're not going
it's
to use it
time.
at first, but you're gonna
You'll give
wear
people
that
the benefit
button
of the
out.
doubt, and within a few weeks, you're going to be like, "Fuck this guy."
Yeah, people are so excited about the Muppets, though. They keep writing how excited they are to see it. So hopefully
Yeah.
it'll work out.
Jason Segel
Great,
on
Jason.
Twitter.
Thanks,
So-
man.
guys.
All right, we're going to take a break too, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's Kenny, baby. Shit. CSK. Retard in the house. In the O and A hizzy. In the serious hizzy. 202, y'all. Let me tell you something. Sometimes I rhyme slow, sometimes I rhyme slower. That's because I'm a grower, not a shower. Chillin' with the chick, who I hope don't have a dick, cause if she do, I'll be out of there quick. Some G's are ballers, some G's are players. Me, I just want a ball up player. Six figures don't mean shit to me, cause it's too many zeros. All I care about is Opie, my hero. Not to mention Anthony, the coolest guy since OPP. And Jimmy too, who makes a big poo and smells his fart cause he's got a big heart. Yeah. And they're named O to the P, to the I, to the E, to the A, to the N, to the D, to the capital A, to the N, to the T, to the H, to the O, to the N, to the Y. And let's not forget little J-I-double-M-Y. Opie and Anthony and little Jimmy. Big shout out to Primetime, my producer.